Today, I'm going to be showing you how to get the Farfields map in Hollow Knight Silksong. So first, you're going to want to drop into this little cave where you'll meet Chakra. I'll put it up on the map. You can see it's circled with that Silksong symbol. Here is where you will buy the map. As you can see, it is 50 and the pins are 60. Now, I messed up and I didn't have enough currency to buy these two things. So if that happens to you later on in the video, I will show you how I was still able to get the map. But that is the exact location on where to get the map if you want to get that. But like I said, obviously I didn't have enough money, so I went out of the cave, came down and took a right. And this is where I messed up. I accidentally jumped down this big cliff and you cannot get back up from that point. So if you do want the map, you would want to get it where I just showed you. But if you're like me and that wasn't the case, then you're going to have to make these couple jumps and go into this little building where you will talk to the seamstress. She will give you this wish promise called Flexible Spines, where you are going to have to get 25 spine cores. This quest actually took me way longer than it should have, so I sped it up for you guys, but you're going to have to defeat these little enemies in her area, and when they shoot those little spines at you, they will hit the floor. Once they hit the floor, then you'll just hit them with your nail, and then they'll pop up as a collectible item, and that's how you get those spine cores. At first, I didn't realize it, but then after a while, I figured that out and I was able to get the Drifter's Cloak. Once you get the Drifter's Cloak, you can then start making your way back to where Chakra is. But on the way back, you will be fought with this boss fight. The boss fight is pretty simple. He'll just swing his arms a couple times and you have to jump over them, or he'll bring his hands down and you'll have to dodge them. But it does bring the Drifter's Cloak into the battle, which I thought was pretty cool, taking something that you just earned into the fight. But once you do that, you can make your way back to where Chakra was, and as you can see, she is no longer there and she has moved. But now that we have the cloak, we can get to places that we couldn't before. So if you see the arrow in the picture, you're going to shoot all the way up that, and that'll take you to Greymore. And if you keep going to the right, you will eventually see Chakra where she has moved to. And as you can see, the Farfields map did pop up there, and that is 50 currency, as well as the Greymore map, so you're able to knock out two birds with one stone. And I think I also picked up the pins here as well, just so I had those markers on my map. So that is how you get the Farfields map. Like I said in the beginning of the video, you can get it at the very beginning if you do have enough money. But if you don't, here is a nice alternative to get those maps. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I think I might do more of these tutorial videos, so let me know if that's what you guys want to see. And I'll see you in the next one.